Jadeveon Clowney's been hanging around on this show and others for a long time. What number one? What's taking him so long? All we've heard from him about Cleveland is he didn't want to play here, but obviously that's part of the negotiation factor. Why is it taking so long to get a deal done either here or somewhere else?
I just think he's probably not getting the multiple years that he wants, and I think he's going to hold out a little while longer to see whether that's a possibility. I think if the Browns are in fact offering a 1 year, $15 million deal, from financially, I get that. For him, I don't know why he would jump at a 1 year thing
Well, it doesn't
right
look like
now.
there. Yeah,
And
it doesn't look like there's a lot of other opportunities.
yeah, unless somebody's offering him 2 years and he thinks that he can still get more than that, but he's going to turn up his nose at one. I just wonder, Les. I think he's that kind of personality. Is You hear people say mercurial. I don't know if that's the right word when it comes to him, but I just wonder if he would be all in on a season with a team for 1 year.
Yeah.
I just don't see him as a guy who going to walk in here and want to lay it on the line every day to prove that he deserves a big deal, a big contract when this 1 year
Well,
is over with.
you must be thinking the way Albert Breer of Sports Illustrated is thinking. Breer says Clowney, as talented as he is, doesn't come without strings attached. There have been some questions about how dedicated he's been to the mental side of the game, which contributed to how he fell out of favor in Houston, and that's reflected on tape, and it still shows a guy relying on his physical ability above all else. Here's a guy, I don't know, he's been in the league 6 years, and they're still wondering how he hasn't learned the fundamentals of the game so much, let alone all the other stuff you're talking about.
Yeah, I mean, I think when you've been around to a couple of teams and that kind of reputation starts to follow you, that maybe you're not as committed to being great at at uh, at football or whatever your sport is. I think that tends to send up a little bit of a red flag to teams that are being asked to put up big money, especially teams like the Browns that already have a tremendous player at that position who they're going to be investing a lot of money in.
Well, you have 15 million for 1 year is what apparently is either being offered or being asked for, and I don't know. It just seems, with all the baggage we're hearing about him, it seems that you could do better with somebody else.
Yeah, I mean, I still think that, and we've talked about Olivier Vernon. It's not like they're really hurting at that position. So to me, this is a luxury signing, and you better be sure that the guy wants to, fit in with everybody else in that locker room when you bring him in the door. Because if anything, we have seen over the years that guys that come in here, we've seen some of them get paid too, and then not have the same approach to their jobs as they had before. So
It's,
I would be just a little bit concerned. I know a 1 year deal should make him motivated, but I just question whether he would come in here with the right attitude of having not gotten what he wanted on the free agent market.
if it's just a money deal, the 1 year, 15 million sounds right for his talent.
Yeah, yeah, I think financially you could see why the Browns would be in it. If in fact that was the offer they made.
Right.
You could see the legitimacy of what they're trying to do. But otherwise, I still have some questions about whether it's the smartest way to go.